guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Aphrodite's child, and in today's video we're going to talk about mythic literists and if you can see myths as being literal, because I know that I know that some people who's not a mythic literist don't really agree with people that are mythic literists. And so we're just going to cover this today. So the reason why people become mythic literists is because that if they see something in the myth that they can turn to, like for example Medusa's myth where she gets sexually assaulted, if someone unfortunately has been through that circumstance, they would turn to that myth and take it as a mythic literist, and so they will end up turning to Medusa for support and finding comfort in knowing that they can turn to someone about it. We all need something to turn to regardless. I know that for myself personally is that I would say that I am sort of a mythic literist, I would say, because when it comes to women in the myth that get villainized due to the myths are written by men, when they get villainized and when it says that Zeus did this and Zeus did that, this is where I start to take it with a pinch of salt and don't take it as what a mythic literist would do, if that makes sense, because I would say I'm only sort of, but I do see with me being a parent, so I do turn to the myth of Eros being the son of Aphrodite and Ares, and obviously because I believe that there's a lot more out there than the afterlife. I follow, which not a lot of people would do, but this is my kind of personal thing on Eros, is that he was a primordial that went through rebirth, reincarnation to become the Aphrodite to become the son of Aphrodite and Eros, to Aphrodite and Ares. So, I see him go through the rebirth and reincarnation transition to get to that. So, and because I'm a mother myself and what my certain beliefs are, I will turn to it, because it brings me peace and comfort knowing that there is something out there that understands my situation and understands my beliefs. So I will turn to it. But as I say, I also take myths as a pinch of salt and not as this actually happened sort of thing. So I'm only sort of, really, because I also take it with a pinch of salt and don't take it as the actual case. Now I know that some people have a problem with mythic literists and say you're not supposed to take it as literally regardless. It's like, well, if something has happened in that person's life and they end up matching the circumstances of myth of the deities, and they feel that this is the right way to turn to that deity because of their life experiences and what they've gone through, they will turn to it, because we all need something to turn to regardless. So this is why it's not really wise, really, to tell someone that, you know, to tell someone that, oh, you can't turn to these myths regardless. It's like, well, this is where you would need to keep your mouth shut, because at the end of the day, if someone's finding comfort in it and it's helping them, you just don't say anything. Just literally keep your mouth shut. You know, like, I wouldn't dream of going around saying to someone, you know, because it's basically saying to someone that, you know, they should go without having something to turn to, when no one should go without anything to turn to, regardless. If they find comfort in it or what have you, to turn to it, then no one should be going around saying anything that would make someone feel bad for turning to it because of what's happened to them, or seeing something where, you know, it's going to help them and give them someone to turn to. God, it's really dark in here. I'm actually in Peasall Park while we're doing school run. Went through a bit of a dark space there, but here we go, back in the light. And so yeah, this is where you need to keep opinions and stuff to yourself, because we all need something to turn to regardless of our, you know, of our beliefs and things. And to say to someone who's a mythic literist, saying you can't turn to that, because you're basically saying that they can't turn to it when they say you can't. They're not supposed to take a, you know, like an actual thing that happened. That's basically saying that they're not allowed to turn to anything for comfort and support. This is one of the reasons why that I turn to certain myths and how I respond and turn to deities, because I'm a mother myself. So I would only know this way to turn to Aphrodite about it. I wouldn't know it really any other way. And same with Eros. And, you know, because he's also got kids in another one of his myths, to Psyche, so he's also a parent himself. So, you know, it's, there you go. So it gives me as a parent someone to turn to, because not everyone is nice to parents. Not everyone has that understanding of kids. You know, as single mums and married parents, they don't really show that understanding, because a lot seem to think that they have so much control over someone else's kid. Like, for example, when they say that kid should be out of his pram, it's like, are you the child's parent to say when that kid should be out of the pram? It's up to the parent, not someone who's a complete stranger. This is the sort of crap that we're having to deal with as parents. You know, like, if a kid makes noise, neighbours complain. It's like, well, when it's not after 10 o'clock, kids make noise. You know, the kids, it's what kids do, they make noise. You know, we're not going to stop them from playing to just please other people. You know, and obviously boundaries get set. I know I set boundaries. Boundaries get set, but kids don't always listen. The kids. You know, and not many people are very understanding. They just call you the worst mum or dad in the world because your kid's being loud. It's like, well, the kids are loud. They're not quiet. And so, knowing that Aphrodite and Eros have that understanding, I will turn to the myth of that. Whilst I also don't, depend on what the myth is saying. So you see, I would say I'm kinda, because I also don't take it as like the actual facts of things. But like I've said, we all need something to turn to regardless. And if people find comfort in these, they will turn to it. Whoops! Look what I've caught. Flew in my hand. So it's like a feather, which I'm going to give to Eros, because he has these. So I'm going to give it to Eros. So flew in my hand. So I take it that it's something that I need to give to Eros. So yeah. What should I say? I managed to catch it, should I say? I managed to get it to land in my hand. But yeah, so I'm going to give it to her. So I'm going to put it safe in my pocket so I don't lose it. It's only a little one, but you can give these to deities, you know, because Eros he can take the form of someone with dove wings. So he has these little angel wings. So I've got him then. So yeah. Probably Eros flying with his dove wings out, and he's like landed in my hand. Now he's in my back pocket. Wants to come home with me. So yeah, and also another thing I'm going to speak about, to change the topic completely, so getting two different topics in one video, is, do I see deities as just energies, like an eclectic view of them, or do I see them like with physical bodies and a conscience and being able to like animal forms and things? I have a very universal, open view of deities, so I see them as literally can do anything. Like, they can be seen as energies, take forms of animals, appear as a conscience and a physical body. So I see it as a very open, universal view of them, that they can do anything. I'm not just fixated on one thing. You know, I've created like a very universal, open view of it all, saying yeah, they can do it. They can do everything that they wanted to. So yeah. So that's it for this video, guys. If you do like this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.